Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your speaking. Welcome to another video. This is Industrial Duel versus SteveO-ThreeThumbs. Our second game, this time quick speed. Rules are the same, no wonders, no nukes. So as usual I scout my surroundings to see what's around. My land is pretty good. Yeah, my capital is on this very nice spot. I'm on hill. I got a sheep, two sheeps in first ring, salt, luxury, horses, very nice. I see another city spot in the north between the luxuries and the mountain. I'm thinking about another city spot in the south next to the mountain on the hill, between the hill and the iron. And the only city spot that I'm not sure of is in the front, but I guess this will be sorted out next turn. I'm just gonna go with my settler and a musket, and I'm just gonna see what's in front to pick the best possible city spot. So I'm sure I'm gonna plant the capital on hill. I'm gonna plant a second city between the luxury and the mountain in the north, and another city in the south. As usual, I remind you guys, I'll probably will be reminding every game, since there's a lot of time to talk about different stuff, that you should plant your cities with hills in the first ring. The reason for this, especially in industrial, is that culture borders spread to every different tile except hills. I mean, it's gonna spread to things like coal, iron, horses, food, luxuries, then river plains, basically food. Um, basically food. So it's very important. So you plant your cities with hills close by, so you won't have to buy them later on. So I do the usual start for me. That's Liberty Opener, Settler, Worker, and then Opening Order. Capital Ironworks. So to boost my production, I was discussing a game that Merle was actually playing against Fredodo. Um, I guess I had some troubles with screenshot. And remember, wait with improving your tiles before you actually get the policy with the free worker, so you can improve the tiles a little bit faster. It's quite important to save some turns in the start. Yeah, Meryl was playing an epic duel against Fredodo. Fredodo had huge advantage, very huge advantage. I'm not gonna spoil how that end. If you wanna do it, you can always check the league. Alright, he won as usual. So the tech path, the same thing. Industrialization for the factories. So when industrialization hit, and you get the coal, you basically have 2-3 turns till you hit another social policy. So you have the time to actually improve the coal. If it's in your borders, if it's not in your borders, then you're gonna lose some turns. You're gonna make a settler and get the coal. But if you have the coal close to your borders, or you can buy it, you can improve it when the technology hits, and then you get social policy like 2-3 turns after, and with 1 turn delayed or something like that, you get factories with half the price of the hammers. So it's pretty nice start. Especially that the social policy from order gives you 25% boost in science in a cities that has factories, so that's pretty a strong opening. As I said in previous videos with industrial start, but I'm going to repeat again, since probably not every one of you watched in my other videos. So as I said, I'm just going to repeat some basic stuff every single video. Um, there are two strong openings in industrial. That's going Liberty and going Liberty with the early golden age for the um, early production gold boost, and having a great person very quickly, so you can boost science or have a great engineer if you play with wonders, or great general for early aggression. So Liberty is a very strong opening for early production that has that early advantage. And another opening that I like more is the Liberty till worker, I mean settler worker, and then going order for those factories. It's pretty nice, very balanced build. Another thing that I like to do is make ironworks, then make national college. The reason for that is some of you, I mean, people like to go university, but I prefer going national college because it's 3 science, plus 3 science and 50% more science. And actually, to get the same thing, you can't get the same thing with university. University is 33% science, and you actually need to spare one population to put into university to have that plus 3 science. So I prefer national college and university later on. Most of the times I just prefer to make the national wonders pretty quickly, because usually later on there's not much time to actually do something, because most of the time you need to have some build to rush some buildings or just make army to stay alive. So worker in industrial era working tiles takes a bit longer, and though this is quick speed, so actually it's not noticed that much. Everything is so fast, and I dislike quick speed in this era. Things just they go very quickly. I preferred standard speed in in industrial, but still I like to have workers, at least 2 workers per city at the start, so I can improve my tiles very quickly, and I can make roads, and then with the excess of workers I can just send them to the front and road the front, so they are used for war, for example scouting or having a vision. Workers are just very good to have in every era. So I'm scouting with my units. I have pretty decent land. I have very good land. There's a lot of rivers, lots of hills. So I kind of like this start, like this opening, especially my starting position was very nice because I could settle my cities fairly quickly with a lot of luxuries. So I got truffles, I got dyes, I got silk, I got salt, so that's already 4 luxuries. So that's pretty nice. 1 luxury per city is perfect, so I can grow very quickly. So usual opening, worker, probably university, and then I actually went for happiness first. Interesting. I think the reason for that is because I wanted to grow my cities pretty quickly, so I wanted to have that excess happiness first. Especially that Feldkirch city. The Feldkirch city I was planning to make a city where I'm gonna pop my special. I mean, when I'm gonna pop my great persons. So actually, I wanted to have a population there quickly. I got nice forest to chop as well, so it's pretty nice. And here we have a musket from Steve, declare war, of course. My middle scout, probably shift clicking to the front and scouting the south. So got my map scouted, my side of the map. Remember, scouting is very important. It's actually very nice to just sacrifice some units to have the vision of cities, so that's pretty important. He's kind of moving there to block me from moving front. I'm going to try to shift click and move forward and leave the one musket in the back so he cannot pass, or at least have a vision of where his units are going. As you can see, my workers actually don't have have more tiles improved, then I can actually work thanks to the quick speed. Some aggressive scouting. So I actually had nice scouting. I already see 3 of his city, and he doesn't see any of my cities. He actually used 3 muskets to to deny me access to his land in the north. So that's pretty nice scouting for me. I already seen in my games that I need to improve on one thing. I need to check F9 a bit more often, so you can actually see what's going on. I'll probably in future games, as I said, I'm gonna try to do commentaries in game. I'm actually playing the game, so I'm hoping it's gonna be more informative, and I'm gonna check F9 and do some stuff that you can actually, you mean like move the mouse or move the map view so you can see a bit more what's going on exactly. So I'm gonna try to run away in north. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's hope so. So we got almost all our national things up, which is pretty nice. I'm already plus 19 happiness, which is gonna be great since I will have a chance for a golden age, natural golden age, pretty quickly. Plus 19 happiness is a lot. That's a lot. So that risk at the start is pretty strong. uh, and luxuries at the start is pretty strong as well, because that's like I got plus 5 happiness from the Circus Maximus for luxuries. That's 16, and I already have my theaters and happiness buildings, so that's why I got plus 19. I already discovered the natural wonders, so that's another plus to happiness, which is pretty nice. Did I manage shift click? I'm just gonna wait till the last second. I'm gonna just wait last second. Yes, he wanted to wait as well. Will I save him? That's the question. Nah, he was quicker. Will I save this one? Nope. But at least I can see his call. So now I got my call, and I'm only 1 turn away from the social policy. And do I have call? Do I have call? Yeah, I got call in Swenborg. Swenborg. I probably should buy the call and work it right away. I honestly don't know why. I think I didn't want to waste gold, since it was only 2 turns till the for the social policy. So I guess I just didn't want to waste gold. That's the reason why I didn't rush the call. I mean, buy the tile with the call. So I'm trying to focus on growing my cities, but still having that bit of production to pop my buildings quickly. So another risky approach, scientific theory for public school first. It's good, but it's a bit risky against a person that just skips the industrialization, scientific theory, and just goes straight for example, artilleries or cavalry, and only makes units. Then you're in kind of a trouble. But if you're fighting someone that goes echo as well, this is the very good balance build. Going factories, going public schools, and then going for military, because you can actually have nice production and science when you before you switch to military, building only military units. but that's of course situational. Every game is a bit different. As you can see, quick speed is just crazy. Like every building is one turn, units is one turn. Like of course I have hammer overflow, but still it's one turn, one turn. Later on you gotta spam units in 1-2 turns. Got like more units than the map can actually support. So I had a pretty nice start. Hopefully it will benefit me even more later on. I'm building some lancers cause I lost 2 units. I want to be sure that he cannot sneak any unit in my land. I want to be sure that I can control land, the middle of the map at least a bit. Yeah, so I'm trying to retreat there. I'm just gonna leave those units here fortified and gonna pop some lancers so I can actually scout and control the middle of the map. As you can see, he has the advantage in military. At least I'm first in hammers, which is pretty good. And I'm gonna try to keep it that way. So I got my. You notice I just sometimes you can finish tile improvement one turn earlier if you can actually if you click um, on the worker to finish it. You can save some turns thanks to that. So I just click to improve the call, so I can make factories that one turn earlier. As you can see, one turn factory in my capital. 66 production already. I mean 66 production making the factory, because I had that bonus, so it's like 33 production, which is pretty nice still. So I'm gonna get my factories up. After factories, I'll probably get my public school apps. I'm already roading to the south because I want to plant more cities there. I want to plant 1, 2, 3 cities in south, and I think 2 in north. Especially I want to plant some frontal cities. They have some good defensive spots. But first I think I want to grow my capital a bit. At least if I remember correctly, that was my general idea. So I got scientific theory now. I just finished factory in my capital. I'm already pop 6 in this city, so I'm gonna put I think I'm gonna just put 2 population into artist slot. I mean the artist slot and the science slot. I'm gonna skip the great engineer this game since we are playing without wonders. So I just want to grow. Oh, actual. I want a great engineer. I guess that's a habit. But remember guys, if you're playing without wonders, great engineer is not always best. If you can utilize it and put it on some tile or in a city that doesn't have cameras, then good. But otherwise it's just better to skip great engineer, only pop artist for the golden age and great scientist for the science, and don't increase your great person points by getting a great engineer that actually will not make you any good. You cannot rush anything because you're playing without wonders. If you have wonders, great engineers are good for some crucial wonders, especially the Louvre. The Louvre is like overpowered wonder. 2 great artists, 2 golden ages. It's like craziness. Craziness. Better than pyramids. So I'm a bit ahead in science, I'm a bit ahead in hammers, not much, but it's a pretty good start. He went for some funky build, I think, if I remember correctly. He opened Liberty this game, the usual settler worker, but he actually put 1 point in rationalism to have that extra science, and I think he put 1 point in order. Um, I personally don't think it's a good opening, because you delay the factory in the factory bonus if you actually go order, and you only get the 50% bonus from science, but the science in the early parts of the game is not that good. So it's actually better to wait a bit, get the factories, and get the plus 25% increase in science. And now it's just, if he delays the other social policies for a long time, because you get he needs the factory bonus as well to compete with me, because I have that, and he still has to take the liberty later on, so it's like putting one social policy behind. It's a lot of turns. So I'm gonna try to snipe this musket off with my lancers. As I said, I built them to control the land. He didn't scout me yet. He didn't see any of my cities, which is pretty nice. He only has the knowledge from the diplomacy screen about the population. So he doesn't know exactly how my lands are, how much population I have, or how good my capital is. So scouting is very important, because you can plan, you can see what the enemy do and where he's expanding. As you can see, I have still plus 20 happiness, which is pretty darn good. Ah, he got a hill. But I got him. 3 lancers to kill 1 musket. But no scouting for you, Mr. SteveO-ThreeThumbs. I'll have my fertilizer up soon, so that's even more growth for me. I had some slow start on that Kanatsuo Karek. Oh my goodness, like, these names are crazy. So he's ahead in production right now. The reason for that is I think he went aluminum first. That's another way you can do with the technology. You go public schools, and then you go aluminum. I don't know, it's electricity. I think you go electricity, so you get the aluminum and you get the hydro plant pretty quickly. That's also a good boost to your production if you have a lot of rivers. So that's a viable options as well. But as I said, it's kind of risky. You can go there if you're playing someone that likes to echo and doesn't rush you with army, because making units in industrial is so quick. Is so quick that you can just swarm someone with units if you're not prepared. So I'm gonna pop to electricity to also have the that's production boost, so I can be on par with his hammers. I'm still focusing on growth rather than production at the moment, getting the crucial buildings, happiness, the science buildings, so I just can spam units later on. So getting my economy up, especially in the capital, so I have all the crucial buildings in my capital before I start to spam settlers, because settlers take long to build. On quick speed, as it turned out, actually, with my great capital, I was popping like settlers in 2 turns. I'm like, come on, 2 turns, that's crazy fast. Very fast for a settler. On standard speed, it's good when you can build a settler like in 4, 5 turns. That's good. But 2 turns? Oh my goodness, that's great. But then again, you also spam units like 1, 2 turns. Like, it's pretty unbalanced, to be honest, in my opinion at least. Quick speed in industrial start, because you make units so fast, like so much units. The games like Go, it's like the strategy doesn't mean that much. I mean, of course it means a lot, but there's no true reason to actually save units when you're fighting, because you can replace them so fast that it's kind of more important that you make more kills than the enemy, and not that you save more units than the enemy. So you need to make kills in industrial era. It's pretty much this industrial start, because like normal industrial era games are a little bit more balanced, I think, that this the ones that are started in earlier eras. But here is like, whoa, it's so quick, it's so fast. So I've got my population 7. I think I'm gonna go population 8, so I can work all my great hammer tiles. and I'm gonna just spam settlers. I believe. I may be wrong, of course, because I played this game some time ago. So he's first in production, first in science, so it doesn't look that good at this moment, but I can tell you I'm on pretty good position, since really I'm growing right now. I have so much happiness. I'm gonna go in golden age soon. I have very good city spots. I got my economy up, so I think it's pretty good. At least if I remember, so it's pretty good. So I got my aluminum, so I can make my hydro plant, one turn hydro plant. Come on. One turn hydro plant. So I got my aluminum, 3 aluminum. That's perfect, since I actually have 3. I have 3 cities on rivers, so I don't need more aluminum at this moment. So that's pretty nice. I think my general plan was the usual plan. I mean, go planes first. Don't rush any particular technology, but just go straight for planes. For defense vision purposes, build economy, and then when I got my economy up, just kill him. That's the general plan for most of my games. This production is crazy. Already 68 hammers. It's pretty nice. As you can see, settlers to turns. It's like craziness. I mean, like, come on, settlers to turns. So I'm gaining with hammers. I think I'm ahead in technology right now, and I think I'm going to gain my population finally. I'm gonna start to catch up on population. I want to plant the city on the aluminum. I wanted to plant the city where my musket is behind the mountain, or on the musket, but I believe he was just faster than me to the front. So, but he planted a city the way that I can actually plant my city on the aluminum, which is going to be pretty good. So I'm rolling to the front before the settlers will go up, so I can get them as fast as possible to the front. We're in equal in science at the moment, but I'm first in army right now, which tells me that he's trying to echo like crazy right now, which tells me I'm kind of doing the right stuff, because I'm not making army as well, I'm echoing as well. As you can see, he planted a frontal city. That's pretty nice frontal city, because he has the vision. What did I take actually? So I'm checking what social policies he has, and I'm gonna take what I'm gonna take. What I'm gonna take? Come on, Yoruus. The suspension is gonna kill us. Socialist, nationalist. Come on, decide, decide. Oh my goodness, that suspension is gonna kill us. So as I said, I'm making growth. I'm making sure that he can't see me. I'm gonna shift click away from the city range, so you cannot snipe my musket off. Hopefully, I'll manage to do that. Come on, choose something. Choose something. Oh man, yeah. So more gold. Okay, that's pretty nice. Pretty decent social policy. I think I went there because I wanted to have that hammer advantage from the last social policy in order. I mean, not the last finishing social policy, but the last in that tree. It's pretty strong. Yeah, and he's gonna snipe it. No, he's not gonna snipe it. Very nice. Okay, so my musket lives. I should have moved it at the last second in the previous turn. But at least he survived. Well, I guess what I was thinking, the reason why I didn't move was that I didn't want him to move to the aluminium and block my city spot before I can actually get there. Yeah, so artillery, biology, flight, combustion, ballistics, plastics. I'm making aqueducts to prepare for hospitals when the actual technology hit. Aqueducts are a very good building. Overall, they're a very good building to have. Just gonna try to snipe off my musket. Yes, no, no, yes. So I got my artillery now. I have all my important buildings finishing in my cities, so I'll be able just to spam units. Artillery, artillery. You're probably wondering why I have a worker on the Lancer. Well, the reason for that, I want to make a road there before the actual settler come, so I can move on the hill and plant the settler on the same turn. I want to make sure to get that city spot on aluminum, because I need that city to have a defense. I want to buy the hills in front of his cities so I have the vision, and I denied him the roads. Did I save the musket? Yes. Will I kill him? No, damn promotion saved him. It's pretty nasty. Uh, you kind of have to pay attention. If you have a promotion, you're gonna get a promotion on a unit that you attack if you are planning to fast click with them. Because as you can see, when you have a promotion, you're trying to click. I'm trying to click the unit, and I cannot because I need to pick the promotion. You can lose a lot of units, or you can miss a lot of kills by this. So if you're making some very crucial strategic decisions, who to attack with shift click or who not to attack, then be sure to check that out. So he's still first in hammers, but he has more cities than me at the moment. So I'm kind of hoping when I'm gonna spam my cities, I mean when I'm gonna plant my cities, I'm gonna actually be ahead. I'm Golden Age. I think I'm ahead in science, so that's pretty nice. I got my extra coal now for so I can make factories in my other cities, which is pretty nice. So I'm already roading the front of my city so I can move freely from the plains to hills. Remember, it's pretty important to, when you road a hill, remember to road something to the hill, because I see people roading only hills for very often. When you road hills, okay, it's good, you can move on the hills through the road. But if you get off the hill, to get back on the hill, you actually have to waste all your units or your movement. So remember, road something in front of your hills. As you can see, I need to work on my F9. I check it out so quickly that I cannot comment on it. So hopefully when I'm gonna play next games, I'm gonna put that F9 screen at least for a couple of seconds. You can see what actually is written there. You will not have to stop the video to actually see that. So still I'm trying to get those crucial buildings. I'm kind of feeling I'm feeling safe at this moment. Since I'm first in army, so I still know I have that little time that I can do and work on my echo. So we got oil, which is pretty nice. We got oil. I'm trying to do a bit damage to harass his units a bit, and I want to make roads there so I can move freely, but I think nothing's gonna happen it's not going to work. The problem is the vision, again, like in my previous duel with Steve. He has the vision, look how he bought the hill. Thanks to that hill, he has the vision to all my units that's gonna station in front of my city. So as I said multiple times, vision is very important in Industrial when you fight against artillery, especially without spies, because we are playing without spies. So that's pretty important. So I still have plus 14 happiness, so I'm gonna try to utilize this as much as possible. You're probably wondering, why am I putting my city node on river? Well, the reason for this is I want a city on a hill. That's the first thing. And the second thing, I want a city in the south behind the national wonder. So if I plant the river, I cannot plant it behind the national wonder, and I want to plant there. It's just a better defensive position. So I see cannons on Steve, which means he made some cannons before artillery, and actually he probably didn't go for artillery right away, and he did some technologies for economy, which is pretty good for me. It kind of tells me that I still have a bit of time to build some more useful buildings. So I'm gonna plant my 2 cities. I think I'm gonna pop 2 more settlers. Yeah, this city, the one behind the National Wonder, the one in front, so I can have some more frontal. Oh, hello, welcome back after a little break. For you guys, it was just a couple seconds with nice listening of the Total Biscuit intro, but for me it was a couple hours. I had to take care of my little kid for a bit. So let's get back to the action. As you can see, he's got cavalry. So he started to build up some units. I'll try to save my lancers and make the road. I hope it will work. I don't remember that exactly. We shall see. So I'm gonna plant the city here, as close as I can. So I can buy the hill and get some vision, maybe make a road there, so I can sneak in some cavalry or something to take the city later on. Ouch! Shit click. Yeah. Nothing I could do to save that worker. At least 1 cavalry down. As you can see, I planted the Casablanca city just in time. If I didn't plant, the city, he would probably plant 2 tiles to the right on the hill, so he would control all this north side, and I would have a hard time breaking this. But now I have a little bit of vision, and I have my own tiles to make some roads, so I can gain some movement. Science is crazy. It's like 1 turn steam power. I've barely finished rifling, and it's already 1 turn till steam power. And quick speed is silly. So I need to plant the city on oil, and I need to plant that city in the natural wonder. Forge, always when you can have forge, remember to build it. It's always 50% quicker producing melee units, so it's pretty damn nice. I'll soon have my great artist and great scientist, so I'm in golden age right now. I'm gonna get the great artist golden age, and I'll still have the liberty golden age, then I can get in 5 turns. So this is pretty awesome. pretty awesome. I kinda didn't know this earlier, but I put it one. I mean, I put those two specialists in the Felderkish city, and 1 turn later on, I'll put one great scientist in the rest of my cities, so I get that extra science. I'm gonna do some damage to the city while I can, because I have vision. Reason for this is I want to make him. I want to put him into defensive. Put him into defensive. Take the city to 1 HP and just sneak in some cavalry units. I can take the city. When this city falls, he will have hard time defend against me. Yeah, 2 turns fly, then 3 turns another technology. This is pretty silly, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna shift click the musket to retake the worker, and I'm gonna try to deal some quick damage with my artilleries next turn. Hopefully bombard city 2 times. He's got he's got artillery now, so he's gonna try to slow me down. Yeah, and lancers. Lancers are pretty good. They are cheaper than cavalry. They deal nice damage to artilleries, and they deal nice damage against cavalry. So it's a pretty decent unit, and you can get it fast. So you don't have to rush cavalry if you gonna build lancers. Pretty good. I need to road all this place so I can move my artillery and shoot at the same turn. And I still am missing a road to Rajagriha, or whatever the name of the city is, so I can actually move there fast. So I made my last settler, and now my capital is, I'm gonna build the national wonder, and my capital will probably ready to build some units now, so this is pretty good. So now I'm ahead in production. I think I'm ahead in science as well, a bit, because he like entered the era this turn, and I'm gonna get another technology next turn, so I think I'm ahead. This game had the perfect timing with the golden age, to be honest. It's like 2 turns left on the golden age right now, and I think I'm gonna get the great person next turn, so I'm not gonna have any downtime on golden ages. 5 already for the planes next turn. I'm putting up some defenses in Casablanca and Rajagriha because I will build planes from next turn, so I kinda have to defend with the units I have right now, so I'm a bit afraid that he's gonna bombard and put some pressure on my cities, so I just want to have that bit extra defense and bit extra of hit points so I can wait till planes and counter him. Ah, he was fast. So 1 artillery down for me, which is pretty not nice. So I got my great persons right now, great scientist, great engineer, and great artist. Here we have. So we're gonna pop golden age. That's 7 turns of golden age, and I got a great engineer. Probably I'm gonna put him on some grassland or something like that for that extra hammers. Try to deal some damage to units. Roads, very important, roads, yeah. So now I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna buy, buy, second time mistake. Now I'm gonna build some units and some planes. Though I thought I was planning to rush it, but I think I'm just gonna wait for the XP buildings in my capital so I can get planes with some good promotions from the start. And just getting this one interceptor for the extra vision, so I can use my artillery more often, because he denied me the vision and I don't really have units to spare just for the vision purpose. So I'm gonna try to defend a bit and then counter. Oh, I did actually get bombers. I think that was pretty smart move, to be honest. Yeah, to get planes right away. Then I can deal some damage and put pressure on him instead of just defend. Yoruus, you're making good decisions, mate. I gotta say this game was pretty darn, or it was going well for me, this game. And with the planes, since I got the technological advantage, I think I'm gonna push him back right now. Yeah, so damage to the city while I can, damage to some units. See, units pop 1 turn. I mean, come on, one turn unit. When you got like 10 cities like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, I got 9 cities. So let's say I'm gonna pop like in 4 cities per one turn unit, and with the other 5 2 turns. So that's 8 13 units per 2 turns. I'm like, come on, 13 units. Have you ever seen so many units in a combat? It's like crazy in quick speed. When you actually go to war, it's craziness, pure craziness. You can make units so fast, and they're just gonna swarm up. That's why I say, that's why I like bombers, as I said in the previous game. I'm gonna repeat this game as well, because they do a nice damage, and you can fit as many as you want in a city. Downside is that your opponent can go tanks, and tanks are crazy. They will destroy artilleries, cavalry, and every earlier tech units, except you need like great infantry, great war infantry. So that's a risk you can take. But if you go bombers and you start to get them from nice promotions, they will just slaughter everyone around, which is pretty nice. You then just get some ground units and you're good to go. Though remember, bombers take a lot of shots. You need a lot of bombers to take out a tank. Tanks are pretty strong. So we are trading workers here, and this is very important, because he's got vision now of my city. He's got vision now of my units in the back, those artillery skulls, so he can freely bombard me. But now I got some planes. Right, I got some planes. Come on, do I got some planes? I think I got bomber that I can use. Casablanca, that's the name of the city. First finish road, then I can move. You see, you can move, deploy, and attack. Ah, see, snipe off my musket in the south. I was getting promotion for my plane. So now I got 3 bombers and I got a plane. Yeah, one turn bombers again. I got some oil still left, so I can make a lot of bombers. That's gonna be too good. Do some good damage. One turn units coming. Come on, come on. One turn unit. Come on. Quick speed is just OP. I think he put in an interceptor in his city, but thankfully I got an interceptor of my own, so I can counter his interception with my air sweep, and that's basically the. It's quite I mean, this is how you use planes. You shouldn't go just bombers. You should get some interceptors. So when the enemy gets some anti-air units, you just use interceptors for air sweep, and then you can bomb freely. Of course, remember, do not bomb anti-air units that don't work well. Will I save my artillery? Yeah, I think I do. So basically now he really doesn't have much in the back, and I got like 7 bombers and 1 interceptor. So I will basically now I got the advantage. I still have the golden age, and next turn I'm gonna finish another social policy, so I can take another golden age from Liberty. And he got 2-3 planes there now, but it doesn't really matter right now because the damage is done. And most probably I can take the city soon. See, I can move 2 tiles on roll, deploy and shoot at the same turn. That's why you need roads. You really need roads in front if you want to fight. Locking foot tiles, so if he just snatch some tiles of mine, I want to be sure that my city won't starve. I always do that. I try to lock in manually the production tiles, but I usually set the city focus to food. So when I lose something, some food tile, or I'll get pillaged, my city won't starve. So I hate starving city. It happened to me so much. I just try to watch that very carefully. So there we go. Now I got really huge advantage. So I got 9 planes, he got 3 planes, I have more artillery, more cavalry, so I think I'm in pretty good shape. So now I will take Golden Age, so I got another 11 turns of Golden Age, which is pretty nice. This is done actually without wonders, so that's pretty nice too. So you got 5 planes, but only 2 that can make interception, so I'm gonna air sweep. As you can see, they did fight, and I'm gonna use 1 bomber to attack Yeah, my bomber died because he was intercepted by enemy unit, but now I can bomb freely, so I'm gonna bomb away. Oh my goodness, another bomber died? I don't know. I thought he had two interceptions, but I guess he had three interceptions. So I lost two of my units, but I still have a lot of bombers, so I can freely bomb now. One marauding rifleman, finally scouting one of my cities. Finishing railroads for the bonus. I'm kind of happiness starved, so I want to put all the happiness buildings in the new cities and to grow. But I think this, oh, since we were talking on TS, if I remember correctly, I think this game will be over soon, since he lost almost all his mini army, and I think I will take his city next turn, at least if I remember correctly. So I got production lead, I got science lead. Since I got in Golden Age, I'm like kind of leading in everything right now. Yes, I'm gonna be a bombard, repair the road, and bombard. I cannot bombard with this one. I think I should be able to take the city this turn, if I remember correctly. Or not. Interceptor has lower range than bombers. I cannot I cannot transfer the plane to the city in the front right away. I cannot use, this was a mistake, um, putting that great general there. If he didn't use his interceptors, he could easily snipe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, exactly. He could easily snipe my great general. I hope that I thought about that when I was actually playing, and I just did that because I knew he didn't have any more moves on his planes. But if he did, that would be a very stupid move. Remember, plane skill great generals one shot. They one shot great generals, and I think every civil units they just one shot it. Rifleman one turn. Planes, riflemen one turn. When you get a little hammer overflow from the units, it's like one turn, two turns, one turn, two turns units. It's pretty crazy. So I got two three planes. It should be enough to, yeah. Three plane attack a three plane. Three plane attack the three plane, and I hope. Yeah, he doesn't have any more interception. So I'm gonna bombard here, take the musket out, all, and bomb the city. Will I bomb the city? No, I'm gonna take the artillery, so I guess I'm kind of figuring out that I'm gonna take the city next turn with my artilleries. He still has the three planes there, probably attacking it with. I think he used all his interceptor. I think he didn't put those two planes on interception. This is the only thing I could think of. So one, two. One, two. It's gonna try to kill my cavalry. That doesn't matter since I got two cavalries in the back to take the city. Boom, boom. And Will I take the city? I think I should take the city this turn. With a road, one turn, move the artillery front. Yeah, exactly. Move artillery front, one tile. Deploy, attack the city, and now just use the plane. Just use a plane. Air sweep. Exactly. Air sweep. And bombard. Boom. And take the city. But first, I think I'm gonna take his great general. Right? Come on, Yoruus. Kill the general. Come on, Yoruus. Use a plane and kill the general. He's all alone there. Just asking to be killed. So as I said, I took the city. I took the general. So this is GG. I think he conceded uh, this turn or maybe next turn on TeamSpeak. This was pretty strong game for me. I had great lands, really great lands. I managed to block his frontal city, Denver City. I'm sure he wanted to put it on the artillery that he has there, shooting on Casablanca. So I managed to get in front on time. I had the science advantage, the production advantage later on. I had nice golden age timings, so this game was pretty strong for me. And everything worked out perfectly. One thing I don't like is this quick speed. I mean, quick speed is... I mean, you make units in one turn, so that's really a lot of units very quickly. And those units still move at the same time, so as I said earlier, fighting quick speed industrial or even industrial standard is more like whoever kills more units, not whoever saves more units. So actually have to focus on killing units and sometimes sacrificing your units, or most of the time sacrificing just to take the kills. That's why I like planes so much, because planes are just good. Because they deal a lot of damage and they only take spot one tile on the map, so you can still have a lot of ground units with planes. The only problem is, as I said earlier, is that if someone rush tanks, you can be in trouble, because planes do not do that much damage to a tank, so tanks can slaughter your army, and when he backs it up with artillery, he can easily take cities. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is over. I still have my great scientist ready, but I'm sure he conceded on TeamSpeak since he lost his blocker city, and I'm ahead. I'm still in Golden Age. I'm ahead in production. I'm ahead in science. I think I have more cities, so there's not much he can do right now. So thank you everyone for listening. I hope you enjoyed this game. Hopefully I will be able to finish the other two videos that I uploaded earlier, the commentary on them, though they are very long games, especially the 3 vs 3. But in the future I will try to do commentary while I'm playing the game. I hope it will work out well. At least you will get to hear some of the emotions that accompany me when I'm playing games. Hopefully, I will be able to move the map, you move the cursor and show the map, and put some F9 more often, so you can actually have more info. What's currently
happening in the game. That's. But first, I gotta have time to play. These days, I don't have that much time in the weekdays. Yeah, so he wanted peace to check out my land. We had a chat later on, but this is GG. He conceded. So thank you again for watching, and see you guys later.